intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One will get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
From the gun, it's Ward. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. It is cut left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
That's good.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
We've set it down from the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. It's the defense all over this one.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Back. Let's go.
Now Ward's going to hang on to it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down. If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson throwing to start out. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
79, 18, 60 Eagles, 60.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. That finds him deep down the sideline. 35 on the pickup. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go.
Now Richardson to throw. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll throw again. Richardson has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
60 Vikings.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Returnable from the 1. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On the set.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check, Viking 18.
Another carry for it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
Come on.
3rd and long for him here. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans hold a slim 2-point lead early. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
PAT effort coming up. He whiffs on the extra points. No good. So keep this a 2-point ball game. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. On return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the jump.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. That play made by their rookie from Michigan State.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Tough all-star penalty. Now 8 to go on second down.
18, let's go. Warriors 70, 20.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play good for 17 on a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Gets it again to Mitchell. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Throwing again, Richardson. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Brings up second and a yard.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
70 Rangers, 65 catch, 60.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Brought in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. The Titans are leading so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
19, Panther 11, Panther, ready, 19 Titans, go!
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts take a second quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Trujillo hands on the point after. And the Colts jump in front now by 5.
14.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, King. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
They give it to him again. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers.
That's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Starting at the 10. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
7-50.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Left side into the hands of Warren. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Okay, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. 18, 79, Warriors 17, 60 Bobcat, 60.
Richardson. That one's cut on the left sideline. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking to guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and it brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
7 Pirates, trap 60, trap 60. Steady.
Richardson to throw again. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards if someone tracks him down.
Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Let's go. Ready, one.
Richardson will do it himself. They take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a second quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His third total score this game. Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Colts push their lead to 6. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Deputy Ryan.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He's got a man left. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. Keeps it moving. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. It's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up.
Ready, set.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go. Check, 65-6, go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he takes this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans get a late score and tie it before the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans take the lead on that successful kick. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Has it at the 11. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Okay, ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Richardson now. He's got Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go. Pass the 60.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
79 Broncos, 19.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Small gain down to the 23. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. And in motion, out of the slot.
70, 19, trap 60, trap 18, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Throw complete to Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Mustang 19, Cougar 19.
From the red zone on 1st. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Pass to the left, cut 19, cut Dragon 60.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Count 60, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, Warriors 70.
They'll throw again, Richardson. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Comes up empty on that one. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now Maddox Trujillo on to attempt to knock this through for the Colts. This is from 35 out on the left hash.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive. Paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
Return starts from the 16. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go. 60 Bison. Ready.
Final throw before the break. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Well, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that set you up for success.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Down the field. He's got Pierce. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. He's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Throw is caught. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, they need 7. Give up the gut to Bigsby. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff, now Richardson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. This is Trujillo to try to point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts push the lead to 2 scores now. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Returnable from the 2. And he's out a little short of the 30. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Out give left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Come on. Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. Catch is made down the right sideline. Hits the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The the Titans start the second half with some needed points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Let's take this at the 10. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Okay,
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Dragon, 65, Rig, Panther, check, 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 check. Warrior 70, Cup 19, Cup 19.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Big gain downfield. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now after reeling in the deep shot, though, he looks to be in some pain. Must have been banged up somewhere along that play. We're going to take a pause as he gets worked on. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
7 by 18, Pioneer. 60 by 6.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Makes the play working the sideline, but it takes him out right at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
60 by 6. Trap 60, trap 6. Hawk 70, Hawk 79. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it, it's in close. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space behind those completions outside the pocket.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Richardson. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Titans have it as he reports the first interception of his young career. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Go.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Jordan Stout headed out to punt it away on fourth. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready?
This is Bigsby. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Now Richardson to throw. Has it downfield working left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. They need someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Going with Bigsby here. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They send the receiver left. Slot man motioned over.
Mustang 19.
Richardson from the gun on 3rd. That's on target to Pierce. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on. Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. Go Streets. Buffalo 18.
From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Got it. Ready?
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
18, come Knights, 70 Lions. Ready?
Throwing now, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On the ready.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
Ready? 60 back. Crack going.
Going again, Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Strike. Let go.
Ward now. Throwing the out route complete. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans have a first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Ward shaking off the pick here. Connects on the crosser. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
38-yard line.
70 range. 70.
First down throw here for Ward. Is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Elikayo Manor. And now they face 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He dumps it underneath. Pollard. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. Tony Pollard with the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Bigsby. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
19, 60 by 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. He'll slide down after picking up a couple. Second down upcoming.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60, cut, cut it, Warrior 70, traffic 19, charge.
Here's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Mustang 19, Ted, 70 Lions, Panther 11, Panther 79 Broncos.
Handoff here for Bigsby. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness to get up, and it leads to stops like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
Richardson now. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's down to almost... Oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Colts with a 5-point lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Jump off caught by his back. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. It might see them burn a timeout. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. So 20 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Let's go.
They put a receiver in motion right.
Ready?
He gives here to the motion man. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Tennessee calling it second timeout now. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Ready? Break.
12-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now it's Bigsby. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in a 1st and goal. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready up.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Get up. 19, 18.
Going power with the big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. This is Trujillo to try to point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts push the lead up to 12.
48, Titans 36.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. Caught quickly on the slant. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast.
First down.
1st and 10 here. Ward. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's Manner with the catch outright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. To throw. Connection is made. Manner. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
70 Timberwolves, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60.
Again, Ward going to the air. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut 19. Cut Panthers. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans trim the deficit down to 5.
43.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season. Yeah,
I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.